What is good, everybody? What is poppin'? What is happening? My name is C.
And my name is Notion.
And welcome to episode, what is it, 17? I think it's episode 17. I'm seriously having a blank.
17,
mate. Fucking hell. I have bad habits of podcast. Mate, welcome everybody. For people wondering why there's two things. Why I'm talking low. I am not at home and I'm in a hotel room and it's like 11:20. Little worried. I don't want to yell and scream because there's people here in this kind of quiet building. And two, we were late because of Brandy and Monica fucking yapping for 3 hours, which was fun.
Yapping.
But it put the podcast back a bit. How you doing, mate?
Pretty sweet, man. Nice, coming off nice vibes off that Verzuz. That was pretty sweet.
It's kind of cool, eh?
Like you said, a little long, but very cool, nostalgic. Loved it. Had a dance,
Oh yeah.
Had some memories. It was good fun.
It was a really good one. So I am happy. I was kind of it wasn't the one that I wanted it to be over because it was such a good one, and I was annoying that I was just all right, come on, hurry up, because we have to do the fucking podcast. And normally, what is it? So it's 11:20. What time normally finishes in 2 hours? So it's by 10 p.m. we're good. So it's a little later, and it's just I don't know how
it's
many.
It's 2-ish.
2-ish.
2 and some rollover, and then she's done.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not too bad. Oh, Patricia's in here. Patty was just asking me about everything. Patty from Overhop. What up, Patty? How you doing, fam? Legendary.
What up, though? What up, though?
Tiff said, "Hey, go hey." Or did you? Oh, I hope she watched the Brandy Monica.
Hey.
So basically, this evening, I want to start off with rest in peace Chadwick Boseman from people might know him from Black Panther. Super sad. He passed away from I think it was colon cancer the other day. I wanted to say it was Friday or Saturday. No, Friday.
No one knew.
It's crazy. It was super super sad. I haven't seen people this devastated, I guess you can't even say it, since Kobe, which was January, and then since Nipsey, which was the year before. So it was another big one.
Yeah.
He seemed like just such a nice dude, and it just always sucks. It's always the best people who have these terrible things happen to them. So shouts to him.
Yeah.
I hope everyone's doing okay, as good as you
There's
can.
a lot of people supporting him and just posting things and just saying how strong of a person he was and how focused he was, and he had big plans, etc. Kevin Hart was posting about him and countless others, and it was really, really sad, unexpected. He kept it all super low.
Yes.
Which is admirable, but also devastating when it just all of a sudden comes out.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I was very late on seeing Black Panther. I thought it was fucking sweet. And great performance, and he's got other bunch of works in there as well, which I need to see.
So
but
man.
I was new to him, but he was fantastic. So really sad to see so many people in the fields and just mourning him. So it's sad as fuck.
Yeah, it really is. It's the fact that people were giving him shit online about his weight.
I saw that.
That's yeah. It's super unfortunate that that's how it had to be. I see Tiff saying it's pausing all the time. So I think the live stream might be kind of fucked. To me, this looks fine. How do I look?
Gotcha.
How do I look to you?
I mean, visually it's a little whatever, but I'm just concerned about the fluidity of the audio.
The audio will be fine,
which I think will be fine.
Yeah.
But video for me. I mean, shit. I'm not listening to the YouTube stream. I'm seeing you through Skype, so it's fine for me.
Right.
But for viewers, it might be a little.
Yeah. So if it is, I guess, or we can
just going through another thing.
That's it. So just for people to know, I'm in a place called Gaspesie, which is at the very end of Quebec. It's I want to say probably 9 to 10 hours from Montreal. So we're in the middle of nowhere. The
That's far.
Super far. The hotel Wi-Fi is shitty. We've been stressing about it all day. We tested it earlier. Tiff said it's I'm still in the intro talking about being late. Oh, I think just the whole thing is delayed. Because
it's delayed super bad.
Oh, shit, it's delayed by 4 minutes.
As long as it's fluent, that's okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Is it, Tiff, if you can handle that, is it fluent? Can you hear us talk? Can you tell it's a fluent conversation, or is it just a mess? Either way, if it is a mess for anybody watching, Tiff says it keeps pausing.
We can recap or do whatever.
Go listen to the audio. Just go on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere else and listen to the audio. If this one, we're going to keep this a short episode. 1, because of my connection, I don't want to push it, and 2, because it's mad late. So we wanted to make sure we delivered something. So is what it is. So let's just get right into the battle. So Brandy and Monica, probably
do it, man. Go for
biggest, the one that people were most excited about.
Yeah, there was tweets and memes and Instagram videos and things all week and a half leading up to it. You see a bunch of those. People were like, there's a bunch of people doing a bunch of funny harmonies and going to church on it. There's a bunch of
Peace,
people
Patty.
that were crying with excitement.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
No, I was super happy to see it, and it was like, the two legends again doing it. But I think because of the success, I believe Boy Is Mine was, I read something before, it's the longest running female duet #1 of all time. So it's a big song.
Fuck, really, eh?
Big deal. It's a big song for them.
I do sing that in my head
a
little more often than I would like to admit. Big tune, especially like the ad libs in between. I really love. I realized how much I really love Monica's bits and how much I love Monica, and I was just like, oh shit,
yeah,
sing her shit more often than I realized.
Well, she was killer. I remember we talked about this recently, but you copped the first album, Miss Thing, back in the day, and I had Brandy's first album.
Yeah, I did.
So I remember, I think I taped it, and I was bringing it in the car back when I had.
So basically, we're the equivalent of Brandy and Monica. And
did you? Okay, so real quick, did you notice their vibe from the beginning? Did you notice it?
Their vibe between them.
Yeah. Like, it was weird.
Like they were just trying to feel out the situation. They were both nervous. What do you mean?
Like, people on Twitter, I was checking Twitter whilst I was watching, and people were saying, like, it was like watching an awkward therapy session, or like someone, Marlon Palmer, who was like that dude but fly, he was like, I can't handle this much secondhand embarrassment. I want this to end. It was really funny. People were like,
wow.
Yeah.
Like everyone, like they were constantly throwing shade and shit.
They were saying that I'm a Brandy who thinks she's a Monica. Like, Brandy was behaving like that hippie, uncool, awkward person saying too much, trying to be funny, over speaking her when she says too much. And then Monica is this like sort of hard ass bitch who's like super cool. Brandy's like putting her head back and really feeling it. Whereas like Monica's the chick that was saying at the West Side Connection song, Gangsters Don't Dance with Boogie. So I was saying, like, someone on Twitter said,
yes,
Monica doesn't dance, she boogies so that the 4/5 doesn't slip from the hip, type of thing. Like,
wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, definitely, Rochelle was texting me during the thing, and she said, everyone that listens knows she comments a lot, and she was saying that Monica has a little ghetto in her, and she's bougetto, is the word that she decided to...
That's it.
Bougetto, isn't that gangster? She's bougie and ghetto. I think that was fantastic.
I like that.
Mix.
She needs to change that to her Twitter handle.
But I definitely saw that a little more into it. Initially, I didn't see that sort of like barrier, but yeah, now that you mention it, I recall a bit of that sort of back and forth.
Okay,
that was funny actually.
So that set the tone.
I think the crazy Atlanta stuff comes out of Monica's,
face hole.
Tude.
Yeah, it
turns up a little bit sometimes. Yeah.
You can't hold it back. So it was interesting. It started with a video message from Kamala Harris, who, interestingly, which I won't get into deep, but you weren't familiar with her, which really shows. It made me happy because I thought the whole world talks about U.S. politics all the time, and it's sort of like this thing that people focus on.
Fuck politics. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but you didn't know who she was, so I was like, all right, so someone was able to avoid knowing who she was. I thought that was like fascinating. So, like, do you ever watch Saturday?
I'm online like a little more than I want to be, and I still didn't come across it. So that's interesting. That's interesting, I guess.
Do you ever watch Saturday Night Live? I know it's whack, but did you ever check it?
I mean, occasionally. I've seen a lot of the best ofs. I don't see it regularly. If there's anything notable, I'll come across it at some point. But I've never really seen it though. Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen the show, but I don't see it.
Okay. So they have a lot of last season. They had a lot of Trump. Like Alec Baldwin played Trump. Larry David came in and was Bernie Sanders, and they had Maya Rudolph playing Kamala, because Kamala was one of the main people running for president. There was like 10 people in the Democratic Party. Sorry,
Maya Rudolph's amazing.
And she's amazing, yeah. And they were running for the Democrat. I hate these fucking headphones. It keeps dropping out. These are my old ones. I think I gave Tiff. I hate earbuds.
The OGs.
Yeah, shout outs to everyone who's earbuds.
Corded.
The corded ones, because it's got to plug into the computer. I brought anyway, but I was mate. These ones.
How limited do you feel?
I hate it because I'm like, it's short and the computer's kind of far back. And also, it's fucking...
I'm plugged in too, mate. It's okay.
No, I've got I wear a plug headphone when I have my... I got Bluetooth headphones, but they, for some reason, don't connect. and I didn't bring them because they keep breaking when I put them in my bag, and I didn't want to fuck them up. Anyway, these ones, shouts to everybody whose canals don't hold bud earphones. They like my ears aren't made for them at all. Like it's just they don't work for me. That's why it keeps falling out.
They always wiggle themselves out.
Always, it's unbelievable. Like it's actually funny how much they do that. So
it's bullshit.
Anyways, fuck headphones. But yeah, so Kamala did an intro. They seemed pretty geeked about it. Like they surprised them. I don't know if they were, but I want to shout out the Democratic, like Joe Biden's and Kamala Harris's campaign party for figuring that out because it's fucking genius to have that happen.
Fucking genius.
So
sweet.
No, totally. So Rochelle just says, still seems like they don't fuck with each other. And that's what people were saying. They were like, these two women hate each other's guts and they had to sort of pretend. So, that was what was interesting about it, was the dynamic for this whole thing.
I guess I'm not that good at reading, ladies' energy and shit like that.
That's okay.
I didn't know they were kind of doing that. I was just like, I don't know, just here for the vibes, mate.
It wasn't throwing shade, though. It wasn't like they were mad at each other. It was this awkward people who had beefed before, then they patched it up. But because they'd had a big hit song and their brand images are forever like ingrained, so it's just an awkward situation. It was just awkward. That was really, if you're going to use one word, that's really what it was. So anyway, it was funny. It was still fight. It was still a good time. So round one was Brandy versus Monica. Brandy went first. So Brandy started it off with "What About Us," and Monica did "Everything to Me." Who'd you give that to?
Yeah, Brandy for that one, because there's a lot of Monica songs I just realized that even existed.
Same.
And a bunch of it I was like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
I think that was that for a lot.
So that was at least the first round anyway. The first chunk, the first 10.
Yeah, the first. Well, the way they did it was, I think it was 9, if I'm not mistaken.
Different.
Yeah, they did another messy one where no one was counting. So track 2 was a song called "He Is" versus "A Dozen Roses" from Monica. I just went Monica. I wasn't super familiar with either of them.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know. I didn't write that one down, so I'll just.
That means didn't matter. Cool.
Whatevs. Yeah, they were both cool, but just both songs that didn't really. I forgot.
Okay, perfect, and that's really what it was for all of us. Next one was Brandy did "Full Moon" and Monica did "So Gone."
So Gone, yeah, other Brandy joint.
Yeah, sure. Same. A lot of people were fucking with "So Gone" because he did the challenge around it recently. Like I think last year or the year before. That was like people just had to sing over, use the instrumental and sing and shit. Definitely "Full Moon" was the slapper though. This was fucking. True. This one wasn't fair, and I knew they would do this, but they put both of their first singles together. "I Want to Be Down" from Brandy, which was the first.
So early too.
So early. I thought that would be like she'd peak with that. That was my first CD single I ever bought. And "Don't Take It Personal" from Monica. I'm like, I wrote in here, why the fuck would they do this? Like, it was such a tough one. So I had to go with Brandy.
I saw that,
for the personal reasons. Bless you. I had to go with Brandy.
What up? I mean, "I Want to Be Down" was more impactful for me. I did like "Don't Take It Personal" because I bought that on CD single. I mean, again, like you said, why the fuck would they do that so early? That's definitely a finale, final 3-5 songs that would actually...
Agreed.
They should have even considered putting up. But yeah, I like "I Want to Be Down" more than "Don't Take It Personal," I think.
It's
by a sniff.
Yeah, they're both just perfect songs, so... that one was really, really hard.
I think "Don't Take It Personal" was a little more funky and faster. That was the only thing. Might be the reason why it might even change my mind.
I respect it. Whew. It was, they were both
That's
classics.
Probably the closest one I'll even talk about today.
Yeah, out of all of them, that was by far the closest. There was I think 3 ones I wrote down that were like, why did you do
you know what?
this?
Just to fucking swap it around, I'll go with Monica on that one. Don't Take It Personal.
That's way more fun. I love it.
Not scared of you.
Now, this next round was very close as well. Brandy played "Baby," second single, and then Monica did "Like This, Like That," which was huge for us back in the day. So I ran with Brandy.
Wasn't there a remix on that?
There was a remix. That's exactly right. It was. I think it featured some rappers, maybe like Wu-Tang.
Craig Mack.
Someone else. It was either Bad Boy or Wu-Tang dudes. I can't remember.
Somebody cool like that.
Someone sick at the
Craig
time.
Mack. Rest in peace, Craig Mack.
R.I.P. "Baby" was one of my favorite Brandy songs of all time. Yeah, I had to go with that. Would you?
"Baby" killed that.
Yeah, you went with "Baby." Incredible. It was just so nice to hear. It was fucking jamming.
Yeah.
Next one, Angel.
I definitely got out of my seat for that one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. You had to.
The little
dance.
Way. I got out of my seat like 2 or 3 times, And then those
That was wrong.
emotional joints later on. It's like, oh,
And
jeez,
just,
I'm not gonna
I'm
cry.
not crying. You're crying. Who's cutting onions?
I'm not gonna cry.
Next one was
I didn't. I welled up. I didn't cry.
That's okay.
It's a difference.
You're allowed to. You have to. Brandy did Angels in Disguise.
Thanks,
Monica did Should Have Known Better.
Oh, I did, honestly, this is one of the songs that I just was like, Brandy.
Okay, I
didn't recognize either of them.
I didn't know. Okay,
I really remember.
I used to know Angels in Disguise was a great album. I think it was a Dark Child song. Like it was from that. I think
you used to sing it in the shower.
Yep.
On the floor while you're crying.
Just head to knees, tears running down my inner thigh,
hugging your shins.
Right. Brandy took that one. You're a fucking dildo, mate.
Sweet. I'm a dildo.
You are, but the best kind. Countless was where Bradley definitely cried to this one. This was Missing You versus I Will. Which is, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's different to For You I Will, is it not? Or is it just called? Am I thinking of something else? No, I think that's the one.
I'm really bad with song names. I'd have to hear the little snips for these.
I think it was For You I Will anyway.
Okay. All right.
So I went for Monica with that one.
Monica's my girl, so
yeah,
same.
Went with that. This was a good one. Brandy did Almost Doesn't Count, another classic, versus Why I Love You So Much from Monica, which are both great songs. So this whole first round was tight. I ran with Brandy because I just appreciated that song a little more.
I can't even think of Almost Doesn't Count, so I'm just going to go with Monica on this one.
You know if you hear it. It's...
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't know the name. I was like, I can't remember right now. I'm just going to fold.
I respect it.
I didn't take notes like you did. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's okay. That's why we're here to talk about it. Next round was Brandy Broken Hearted versus Monica Love All Over Me. Pause, I guess. I went with Broken Hearted because that was
yeah, that's a good pause.
Good pause. Monica should pause that.
Solid.
Broken Hearted was
Broken Hearted for sure.
Yeah,
gangster.
Classic. First album classic. So that, for me, that had Brandy 7, Monica 2. So that sounded like it would have been Brandy 6, Monica 3 for you. Accurate? Uh-oh.
It's just like untouchable fucking reference track for R&B songs. Get the fuck out of here. So good.
That's a really good point, because I was listening to this. I was like, what the fuck even comes near our 90s R&B? Like, it's just the illest.
She has such a low voice, dude. She has a low, muddy, kind of, not muddy, but it's very bassy, kind of dry voice, yeah. And for them to get such, man, it's fucking fascinating to listen to. Crazy, like, especially at the level that I'm at now.
Yeah.
Listening to this kind of stuff, it's like, oh, fuck, how did they do that back then?
Without all
But it's usually physical gear. But anyway, really impressive to listen to. Fucking, because I had my speakers on, because we were watching it via the Apple TV.
Yes.
What was it called?
Just
Apple Music stream from Verzuz.
It was a slapper.
Yeah, that was cool. So I was listening to it through my speakers, and it was just like,
Right. It's just so cool to hear.
So I had an extra appreciation for it.
The sound, by the way, shouts to the Verzuz folks, because this sound was insane. Insane.
They nailed it.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Theo is in here. Thriz just came in through. What up, Thriz? What's up? What's up? What's up, G? What up?
What up, Thrizzler? What it do?
What it do? So that's the first round.
G'day, gents. Here you go.
You know what I mean? So they just had an intermission where they played Monica's new single called Trenches featuring Little Baby. It was actually pretty cool. I liked it. Monica's still go hard.
That was interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She had some trap shit going on.
You know what?
That worked.
It's Atlanta. It's authentic for her. It's not cultural appropriation, you know what I'm saying? I liked it. So they had a little thing. I don't know why they needed a break after 9 fucking songs, but
Nah, I thought they were gonna have like an ad or something, like some like a Ciroc break or some bullshit like that.
Yo, if they were smart, they should have. Shit, man.
They should have.
Oh, Tiff says
no,
Brad.
But it was good. What's that?
Tiff was laughing at you, but she called you the gubby, and she fixed up. She fixed up and looked sharp.
Goodness me.
Gosh darn it, Tiff.
Mate. We know what we're doing right now.
Right. So look at us doing pretty good.
That was a good interlude. I like that. That was fun.
Yeah.
We're doing all right, mate. Doing all right.
Oh, for saying good idea, for loving it. All right. So round 2, they actually did it correct, where they swapped, and it was Monica first, and then Brandy. So the first round was only 9 songs, by the way, when they walked off, and the second round was 12 songs.
Bet you love that. They did it properly.
Well, they did the proper switch, but then they did 9 and 12, so it was still 21 songs, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? I'm not complaining.
Well, it wasn't exactly even, but at least least the flip was correct.
That's all you can ask for, right?
Remember you commented on that last time with the 2 Chainz joint. They fucked up that. It was like it wasn't even. You were like, the scores are off.
it throws off how I wrote it down. I've got a way of doing it. I'm a very process driven person. You know what I'm saying?
Messed up the symmetry.
I'm an Aries, man. That's how we get down. I need to know how the fuck things are going.
It's all about evens.
Thank you. It is. Everything has to be even. It's very important. Even when we were kids. Have we talked about that before?
For real.
If we were
get that fucking ruler out on the Mars bar, bro.
If we were splitting, say we were having dinner and you were pouring soft drink, we'd have the same fucking glass. What do you got? Soda, whatever. And pouring this shit, and I would be like, no, Brad's got more. He's got more than me. He's got more. I make sure I get more. Like there was, no, I didn't make sure I get more. I made sure it was even.
Don't pour some out because you're.
No, I just get more until I got the same as you.
Stuvens, aye.
Equality is important, Ocean.
It absolutely is in every single way. Isn't that right, Craig?
I wonder if is that a good episode name too?
It's the fucking name. Am I doing this? Is that 3 for 3? Am I fucking nailing this?
You are just absolutely. Equality is important. I don't want people to think we're making fun though, but we'll put that down for now.
No, we're not.
We're never making fun. All right, Thriz is saying.
We'll figure it out later.
Okay, beautiful. Thriz says, I watched the end.
Yo.
Wish there was more actual live singing. There was a lot of live singing. Monica was being staunch.
Oh, yeah.
And she didn't do it as much. But Brandy was like.
There was a couple of good acapellas too.
Yeah, when they did that acapella. Yes, they did. Do you remember? I should have noted down which ones. But when they did acapella, it was fucking crazy. Brandy? She's
nobody missed a step, and you can see how strong Monica's voice is. And it's like, oh, shit. We all know Brandy can still sing because she's been on, talk shows. She's been on small things. We've seen her. She's relevant. She's always around. Yeah. She's always in the media. Blah blah blah. But Monica's background as far as major distribution fucking goes. And anyway, she held it the fuck down. Loved it.
Yes, 100%. Rochelle just said, "I love when Brandy said this is before auto tune," which is very true because it was all gear or it was how they sang.
It was all pitch correction. There was no auto-tune then. So they still had tools, but it wasn't what it is now.
Brandy is the last person on my...
It's not the same.
No, you're right. Brandy's the final person on my official bucket list of artists I want to see live. It's been forever. I've seen pretty much everybody except her that I've really wanted to. And just hearing her do this, the effortlessness in her voice, and the fact that she was 14 when she did that first album, and Monica was fucking 12 when she did "Don't Take It Personal" and shit.
12,
how was
dude,
a
that was ridiculous.
She's
She's like, you know what? I recorded so many. She did obviously batch sessions, and then things got fucking made into things. That's insane,
bro. It's out of control.
Essentially, vocal cords 12. Fuck, she must have been grown at 12 to sing like that, dude. That's what Brandy was kind of exclaiming.
Yep. And
giving her compliments.
Yep.
During it, that was pretty crazy.
And that's why this was even more of a perfect setup, because they were both so similar. They both started so young. They both had hits when they were young. Do you know what the difference? Yeah. Tiff said this when we were sitting there, right? Monica's singing all these never meant to cause you no pain, all these real serious fucking songs, and Brandy's sitting up in my room.
Oh yeah,
real age appropriate songs. Whereas Monica's singing these gangsta ass fucking how the fuck is a 13-year-old singing this type of shit? You know what I'm saying? So Brandy's making bops
with a thug
out of hanging out in her room obsessing over a boy. Whereas Monica is actually singing about some shit that some 21-year-old woman who was scorned by a man is singing about,
gang banging in the street.
It's very interesting. It was really cool to watch this, to be honest. Round 2 though, Monica.
It was funny and eye-opening and realizing what we were actually listening to, because when we were little we didn't really think about it like we would now.
No.
And that's kind of extra funny to me.
It's
some of these songs are kind of
I guess
kind of gangster.
Because we weren't much
Monica
older.
Is a thug,
right? We were probably a similar age. Brandy's I think she's a year or two older than me. Monica's just looked them up. I think Monica's 40. And Brandy's must be.
Fuck, they both look like late 20s.
Monica looks fucking 25. Delicious. It's ridiculous. And we were looking up her old photos. Monica looks better now. It was crazy.
Word. She definitely was mad babyface on the original albums and singles that we had.
Like a fucking child.
But she still looks kind of like a child. Not even she was a child. But you're right. She still looks kind of just 10 years older than that. But she's almost 40.
Yes.
So she's 40?
I think she's 40 exactly, yeah. They're a year older than me.
It's in the bracket, mate. I'm gonna holler. She did say she was single, so I'm gonna give her a shout still.
I feel like you're in my G. You know what I'm saying?
So if you wanna back me up, bro, Fuck.
I'll be your wingman.
scared.
I'll be your wingman. Don't worry.
She got kids, but you know, I'm a good man. So
You know how to look after tortoises, mate. You're fucking good, bro. Same shit. You know,
fucking, I'm the best tortoise dad ever,
mate.
mate.
Cunts know about you,
Follow
mate.
at Oris the Tortoise on Instagram.
O-R-
Fucking check him out, my little boy.
Oros.
That's right.
He's a G. He also has a U.
That's
Oh,
right.
Wayno.
Anyway,
Wayno's up in here.
he does,
Fucking
mate.
Wayno.
Chuck it in the description. All the followers can check out
Check
my
him
little
out.
sunshine.
We'll put him in there. I love it.
It's my boy.
What else was I going to say? Yes, no, you're right. You're a father. You are a father.
Yes, I'm a father. I mean, that's kind of weird. He didn't come out of me, but like I take care of the little bloke.
Yeah.
He's fucking sweet as. He's in the snooze town right now.
I respect it. You know, you're keeping it down for him. Wayne is here. Wayne from Australia.
Oh my God, get fucked.
He says fam.
There he is, the unit, the Wayne unit.
Yeah.
I've seen it. What a cheeky aunt he is. How you going, Wayno?
Fucking Wayne, you mad cunt. And Thriz just says Michael Jackson was
That was for you, buddy.
was singing at like a sing about love at 8, like 100-year-old man. Check the joint Maria, one of my favorite Mike joints. Yeah, you're right. Whenever there's any kids songs, like what the fuck are kids supposed to sing about? It's ridiculous. So it's kind of tough. Like I guess what no one's shitting on her for doing it.
I have no experience.
But it was just funny when you look at Brandy.
No one's written Birds 8, bro.
Well, I mean maybe, but like Brandy was still singing about like shit that sort of could be kiddie, but also, you know, some of it was still mature. It was a nice balance anyway. It's just interesting. So, Oris wants, Wayne is saying Oris Insta, so it's instagram.com/Oris the Tortoise.
Okay, relax. It's like,
I'm
back
typing
to
it
the
in.
music, mate. But little man.
All right, I'm typing it in. I want cunts to know.
Oh,
you
thanks,
know, mate.
All right.
All right.
Fair enough.
All right, you little duffer.
It's my boy.
Wayno's oi. Okay,
All right,
round two. First song, Monica.
Round two.
Monica, anything?
This was where it got stupid.
Yes, this is when shit got real. Anything to find you versus.
I wasn't too sure where these two songs were going to come. I mean, you know, the song Anything, I wasn't, you know, I had to get reminded until the hook came in. But anyway, Sit on Top of the World obviously is just stupid good. I thought that was a little further along. Should have been a little further along. It was a good way to open up at the gates from the second half.
Agreed. Who'd you go for?
What do you reckon?
Brandy all day.
I went with Brandy because I just like it's fire.
Yeah.
Production, songwriting,
everything. The Mace feature.
Thing. I got out of my seat. It has to win.
Right. Like even
it was fun to see them. I didn't realize how many songs that Missy did for Monica and how well. And then you know, Brandy mentioned it a few times how well they worked together. How good it just seemed to come around.
Yeah.
Good duo.
No,
didn't know that really.
I didn't know that either.
Sick,
definitely not. And it was cool to see them rapping along to like Mace's, like Brandy rapping Mace's bars and stuff. It was fun. I just like that. That was dope. So definitely Sit on Top of the World, classic. Second one here. Monica did Still Standing, and Brandy put her new single called Borderline for that one, which I really like. So I went for Brandy because I just liked the new song versus the old one. Yeah,
that was cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Borderline was way dope. Way dope. Agreed.
The whole album B7 is fantastic. We talked about it whenever it dropped, like a month or two ago. It's fire. Next one was Commitment versus Love Again. I don't even think I really knew either of those songs well, so I went with Brandy on that one.
Same default.
Okay. By the way, going into this, we both said, I think last episode, that Brandy was going to win. It was our thought, right?
Yeah, well, we thought it was going to be a landslide. Exit the East Cam, everything be good. Okay, it's gone back live again, but it's going to cut out. So what we're going to say, guys, if this is, I'm not sure what the fuck's happening with the final thing, but if this is continuing live, we're going to just stop it because it's not working. So if you want to hear the second part of the podcast, check out the audio. So we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, Stitcher, or some shit. Like, we're in a bunch of places. You can check that there. We're almost finished the battle, and we're going to go through some new music and stuff. So come through on there. Sorry about the fucking around. I didn't think it'd be this bad. So let's take a thumbnail before it crashes. That's a good idea. Let's do that. Ready? There we go. All right. Wait a second. Did it work? Oh my god. No.
Do it again. This is just
No?
the biggest mess of all time. Who are we? It's like we haven't fucking been doing this for
It's all
fucking
good, mate.
like 2 months. Okay. All right, now that worked. So
Sweet as.
I'm gonna let this live stream just go until it stops, and then once it stops, then I won't continue it. So Tiff is a
I got a text saying it's paused,
yeah, it's paused, which
fully paused, but that's okay.
it's still live right now. Tiff just said not your fault, but it's the internet, so she's able to see it again, so it's back on.
Oh,
So let's just
okay.
keep going, and then when it stops, but just guys, if you can hear me now, if it stops, I won't bother coming back on because it's not working, and I'm sorry, it's just like a shit experience. We thought it could work. Tiff said yes, it's working again now. So we're just going to go as long. I'm not going to like prematurely cut it. It'll just, if it stops, then it'll just be, oh, I think it's going to cut out again. I got a little notification that the streaming quality is being reduced. Tiff said, Theo saying it's back, but a little choppy. All right, let's just keep going. Slow Jam, Put It Down, Monica, because it was the Usher joint, which was fire.
Yep.
Same?
Yep.
Second one, The First Night versus Who Is She to You. I thought this was really close for me. But I went with Monica because The First Night is like, classic.
I don't remember these songs, to be honest. I really just, those names don't mean nothing to me. I need to hear the songs.
Wanna get down
Really bad on
the
that,
first night. You know that. That's off the first album.
Oh, big tune.
Yeah.
Okay, Dark Child shit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's a Monica shit. Okay.
See, that's fucked up, and I'm so bad with
That's
it.
okay. That's okay. It's honestly, dude, it was 25 years ago. So, you're forgiven.
I mean, shit.
You're forgiven, bro.
Thanks, mate.
You're forgiven.
Thanks, mate.
Don't
It
worry.
makes you feel real good.
'Cause I'm not going to lie.
Makes you feel stacks lots and heaps better.
If I saw the name, I'd be like, Monica, The First Night, what the fuck is that? Then I hear it, I'm like, oh shit. Every single song, I was like, yo, I know this. What's this called? And neither of us could remember, like 90% of the time.
Yeah, the song.
It's like, you know the song, but if I looked at the name.
Death Struggle Town.
Yeah, but if I saw, same as you, if I saw the name, I'd be like, okay, and? Like, what the fuck is this? So trust me, Tony, because I wrote it down and I Shazammed everything.
Sick.
So, next one. Knock Knock from Monica, Best Friend from Brandy, and Ray J came and gave her a hug during it. I love that song. Best Friend is the one for sure. That was not even a question.
That's who it was. He came out and took some photos and shit earlier too.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess Knock Knock was pretty fly. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, they were both good. Shit.
And no call?
This one was kind of difficult, but I guess Brandy.
Yeah, good call. You know what you had to do there. Monica did Before You Walk Out of My Life, classic, and Brandy did Sitting Up in My Room, also a classic. Now I had to go with Brandy. Sitting Up in My Room is from the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. Like that shit was beautiful, man. That meant a lot to me. I love that era, so
Of course.
I had to go with that.
Yep.
Same.
Yep.
Okay.
Same.
Monica did Every Time the Beat Dropped with like them franchise boys, like whatever. I never knew that shit. And then Brandy did Talk About Our Love, so I went with Brandy for sure.
Yeah. Brandy for sure.
Yeah. Monica did a song I never heard.
Yeah, them franchise boys was
like a left field.
JD's group, right?
I honestly, bro, I don't even know. It sounds about right to me because Monica was down with JD, so that's probably why they were working together. That makes sense. The song Monica did called Sideline Ho, I don't even know that well, and Brandy did put that on everything.
I did not know that one. That was amazing because
it was funny.
Kept going on. She was kind of like, she was upset. Obviously, she's PG. Brandy's cheap, PG as fuck, and Monica is not. No. And that was a great little opposite there. That was fantastic because she was like, oh, oh, it's so good, bro.
This shit was fucking hilarious, though, for real.
Oh man, she definitely brought that Bougetto out.
Bougetto. We should call the episode Bougetto.
Bougetto. There you go.
I'll put that one down. Bourgetto. I don't know. I gotta double check. I think it's like not cool to say ghetto, so I gotta double check on that one.
We should do like you know how TQ did that song? GHETTO.
Yeah.
You could do Bougetto.
Ooh, I don't think we're allowed to do it.
Like maybe do it.
I don't think we can do
Somebody
it.
do it.
Someone can do
Maybe
it.
Get J Red the Poet to do it as like a parody. That'd be funny because Mans can sing.
Mans
can sing stomp.
Then that would be a good one. Remix.
That would be fucking hilarious. Anyway, don't steal my ideas, you fuck. Do it with me.
Right? Come holla.
No, I'll hold me back.
At Ilno Studios. Anyway. Excuse me. So that was a weird situation.
Oh, Steve, bless you. That sucks, mate.
Theo said I googled.
Say again.
Theo said I googled their net worths, and Monica is worth more apparently, which I didn't expect. I have no idea why. Maybe she wrote something or did something else that we didn't know about. That's really interesting.
That's interesting.
The next one.
She did not as much forefront stuff.
Yeah, and I'll get to why I would have thought that Brandy was worth more too, because I know she writes. I don't know about Monica.
Let's explain, Theo. Let's fucking...
Yeah, if there's any explanation as to why she's worth more, I'd be curious. 3 to go. Monica did Trust, which is Keisha Cole featuring her, and Brandy said When You Touch Me, which was from, I can't remember, it was from something. So I went with Monica, but I didn't really care for either. Did you have any thoughts?
Right. I love Keisha Cole. I went with the Monica song, yeah.
Okay, same. Second last. Monica did Just Right For Me, and Brandy did Have You Ever. I thought, well, Have You Ever was a slapper. Classic one right there.
Of course.
Now, this was the finale. Monica did Ain't...
That's the feels. Everyone was like welling up. Everyone got the lighters out doing the fucking... Have you ever? Everyone just got the thing on. Everyone did the sway with the lighter, or the phone torch if you're a fucking brand new baby to the world and stuff. You don't do flames, you do torches.
That works.
Torches are just as bad, actually.
That's true.
Anyway,
big flames. Then
phone lights.
Speaking of the crying, then Monica kept the crying going with Angel of Mine. Classic, fucking classic. And then, because Brandy, you always forget, The Boy Is Mine is Brandy's song featuring Monica, and Brandy wrote it, I believe, or at least that's what I thought. My understanding, I read.
And then asked her to jump on.
Correct.
That's what she's saying.
And
I guess she was like, this is my song, and you jumped on it.
That's why she got to play it.
That was a bad Brandy impression.
Brandy was behaving like an auntie. She kept saying child and stuff like an auntie would. I thought that was really strange.
She was like, because I was texting, and I was saying that it's like Riri, like as far as fashion goes, like Monica was dressed like Rihanna, and Brandy was dressed like Erykah Badu.
I was about to say Badu.
I was like, I think I text you that. It's Riri versus Badu fashion-wise.
And they carried themselves. And, Badu's a little bit more classy though.
Erykah was trying to, sorry, not Erykah, my bad. Brandy was trying to, like, she was sipping the tea and trying to, like, whatever. And she had the, I don't know. What was that show? Was it Moesha? Is that the show that she was on?
Yeah, she was on Moesha. But she wouldn't sing it because...
It had like a... Yeah, because of copyright.
Yeah, Twitter was vexed.
It was really, really funny because she was wearing overalls. She's being all like loosey-goosey, just flicking the hair everywhere. It was really funny Brandy. It was a very PG Brandy. And then all of a sudden, like, Naomi Campbell looking... Monica comes on looking all sassy and slick.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Sassy, that's a good word.
With the sexy short hair.
Yeah.
Not a fan of short hair birds.
But this short hair, the shoulder length works. With her other short hair, it's like she looks hotter and more together and maybe just richer now. Like she looks so put together and it's crazy.
Yeah, she's fantastic. So, yeah,
I love it.
Lovely.
Thriz is saying further research says they're both worth around 15 mil. Monica constantly tours. Apparently, Brandy does more acting and other stuff. So, so maybe the tour money is better than acting money, probably because it's more consistent. Thanks, Thriz.
Look at that research.
Thriz always
That's a long distance, Jamie. If you ever fucking seen it.
So,
mad cunt.
My totals of that round were Monica 3, Brandy 9. So, in total, I had Brandy 16 and Monica 5. So, that's actually a bit more. That's a pretty serious...
Mine 15 and 16.
Yeah, yours would have been 15 and 6. Yeah, pretty much. I think you only had one difference. So, was it a complete wash? I mean, no, but it was. But Brandy has just been like you. I think you said Brandy never went away. You mentioned it before. Then that's it. Brandy never went away. Monica sort of did with music and stuff. So.
Yeah, Brandy was always relevant. There was always something going on, whether it was,
She just, and it maybe because of Ray J always in the press doing dumb shit. Yeah, exactly. She was acting. She's in movies. She's in Moesha.
Yeah, routing supermodels and stuff.
Yeah, fucking, Ray J's like making families famous with that dick. So, I respect the cock. I respect the pipe game, And that was the wackest porno of all time as well.
Package, buddy.
Respect the package. You gotta respect it. So, that's I don't even know how long we've been going for.
Sometimes you gotta respect the dong.
You got to respect the dong. Is that a good?
You got to respect that episode name. Yeah. No, it's not.
Because then imagine what I could do for the picture.
Don't do it. That's an order.
That's a direct order.
I'm gonna cut it out. Fuck it. I'm a fucking. I'm gonna edit it out. How you know if I could chop this thing?
I know. Well,
I'll chop your nuts off and your words.
okay, I respect it. I'm not going to call it respected dong. I don't want that on my channel. That's ridiculous. It's disrespectful to the mandem. All right, music. You want to go through music?
It's fun to put it out.
It is fun. I like the idea of just thinking about doing it.
Just do a 1-2 quick guys. We'll just do like a top 10, like you said. How about that?
Because I didn't listen to enough, I have to go through it.
We
could just go through it. Did you listen? I got like what I said to you on text. Be like, look here. I'll just do it live and do it. Okay, so the first song here, new music. Kendrick versus Baby versus Kendrick featuring Baby Keem. Gotta Love Me. Did you hear it and watch it? Because you put it in it.
I did. It was sweet. The video's gone now.
Oh. What does that mean?
The link that I posted is not working.
Oh,
anyway.
Okay, I'll find it. But it's good.
Did I, mate? Just goosed it. Yeah, no, that was good. I'm
sure it's easy to find.
Like, dude, I listened to it like last week. It was one of the first joints that I found.
Okay.
Yeah, 1, 2.
Is it Kendrick's new single or something?
Very cool.
Like what is it?
I know.
It's kind of strange. It's just a fucking Kendrick single. I didn't see anybody talking about it. So maybe it's gone because it was some sort of a leak.
It's like super slow and kind of like
weird,
ambient, and
maybe it wasn't Kendrick Lamar.
It's like lackluster as fuck. Like I don't know why.
Was it him?
The beat's okay.
Was it actually him, or was it someone else
featuring this guy named Baby Keem?
Okay, so
it's not just him.
Okay,
like 60,000.
It doesn't make a lot of sense then, because if there's zero hype around a Kendrick Lamar single, that makes no sense to me at all.
Yeah, maybe it's a little. Maybe it's a shit little slap together.
All right, interesting. I'll just check for that. Next one, Snoop Dogg, Let Bygones Be Bygones. I didn't watch a video, but I listened to the song and I thought it was pretty cool because he was telling the story of like death row and stuff, and I like it. Was that it?
This one's cool. There's a lot of visuals to support that. Like, yeah, this is really good.
And what happened with Tupac?
Goes for like 4 minutes.
Yeah, and he talks a lot. Yeah. He raps for half and talks for half. Is this old or is it a brand new song?
It says September 3rd, 2019.
Oh, all right then. So then there's not a new track. I guess it just got fed to you and you thought it was new. All right. Either way, I don't think I'd really heard it before. If I did, I listened to it really quickly and it wasn't really like I didn't remember it, so it was nice to hear it again. So, next one, Jazmine Sullivan, Lost One, new single. I liked it.
That was the super slow sad joint.
Oh, maybe Thriz just said maybe the video just dropped for the Snoop joint. Maybe that's what it was.
That's what it was.
So the video just dropped, so you got fed the video, but the audio came out a year ago. Okay, that makes more sense. Because otherwise, why would you mention it? Okay. Well, then I'll check the video. I like that. Yes, but yeah, Jazmine Sullivan one was cool. I liked it. I love her voice. She's amazing. She's anything she does is great.
It's good. It was a dope sad ballad. Big tune. Good quality. No complaints.
Love it.
Sit there with a couple of Kleenex and fucking.
Always have tissues on hand. Always. Next one was Nasty C and Ari Lennox.
Yeah, for crying or...
I wasn't going to go there, but yeah, if you need to run one out, mate, you can let it go. Nasty C. And,
I mean, if you want to go... Yes.
Ari Lennox called...
This was a big tune. I was very impressed by this because Nasty C, I had no idea, and he just was quality. He reminds me of... oh, fuck. That young cunt, what's his name? Oh, man.
Gold Link or something?
Cordae.
Oh yeah, Cordae's dope. There's actually a new Cordae single I didn't check either.
It's like a young intelligent dude, head on straight, good bars, on that good sort of trail.
Okay.
That's what I got from the Nasty C shit. Obviously I love Ari Lennox. She's like fully wifey shit for me. She's a big tune.
She's also a little crazy.
And then I know Nasty C was brand new, so that was a good song. I like that. Black and White, right?
Yes, correct.
Do.
Love it.
Yeah, that's a big one.
All right. Yeah, I enjoyed it too. Killer. Joyner Lucas, What's Poppin'?
I want to make a beat like that. It's a really good production. I'd like to see who produced that.
Yeah.
And say.
I have no idea.
But I can also do Googles. I'll Google it. Anyway. Next one.
Joyner Lucas, What's Poppin' remix? I didn't hear that one. I imagine he just did his usual shit that he does to songs. and it was cool, and it was
it's like
and it was fast.
fast raps like.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's good.
whoa, it's
I fuck
very
with Joyner.
good.
I
I
fuck with
mean,
Joyner.
yeah, lyrically like solid as fuck. It's really good. It's mesmerizing. Mixing is great. So the beat is kind of just supplementary. Just listening to his vocals, it's fucking fire.
Okay, I fucks with it.
If you want to write some raps, if you're an MC or an artist of any kind, listen to this. It'll get you the word juices flowing. Pretty sure. If it doesn't, then you're pretty shit.
I respect that.
And you just need to listen a little harder.
All right.
But yeah, that was really good. Because like there was another song. It's called, on the artwork says "What's Gucci" remix.
Oh,
But on the title it says "What's Poppin' remix" in brackets. What's Gucci? So I don't know, I guess it's the sequel to the other one.
okay. I like that.
Secondary. But yeah, it was good though. That was fun. Good rapidy raps.
I love it. Big Sean and Nipsey Hussle, Deep Reverence. That dropped, if I'm not mistaken, it dropped last week. But maybe they dropped a video or something. If I'm not mistaken. Or
Yeah, this was sick. Like this must have been like, he bought, not bought. He got the blessing for this verse. Like this must have been planned for a while.
I think it was, and then they did it properly. And then he said that that the label didn't want him to put it out as his first single, but he was like, "Fuck that, I want it."
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sweet, dude. Like good production. Like I think I just spun that once, but I should go back to that. It's pretty fly.
I checked it a couple times. The Nipsey verse is great.
Low key respect. Big Sean is pretty good, man.
Nah, fucks with Sean,
That's
bro.
his thing.
Sean's
His work
great.
I think is pretty dope.
Yeah, man. Sean's great.
Yeah, he's good. Writes pretty dope, and he's fucking. I've seen like video of him in this in the studio. He's like a beast. He's fucked. He's like perfectionist, like times 10.
Okay, I like that though. You gotta be on point.
Yeah.
But it's
Great
cool.
cut.
I like that he's coming back. I'm excited for Detroit 2, his new album that's coming soon. So I'm keen for that one. That was dope. And I like that he fought the label to put Nipsey on. Next, Dave James featuring Ari Lennox and MannyWellz, Marigold. This was cool too. Ari's all over this this week.
Love this. Yeah, she's I didn't know who Dave James was before this.
I have no idea. Or MannyWellz.
This is fun. And MannyWellz, yeah.
Yeah.
MannyWellz, yeah. MannyWellz, Dave James, didn't know either of these blokes, so that's cool.
Yeah, I like with it.
It's not really poppy, but it's kind of like, just, I don't know, smooth jam. Loved it.
Killer. No, it was a nice neo soul type of joint. I fucks with it. Then this one I did not check. Lilo Ike, Her Tiny Desk, or Lilo Ike. You
didn't like this one?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, didn't watch it?
Yeah.
This is like my vibe of the week.
Okay, this is the one for you?
This one is sick. It's like, this is one of my favorite things that I watched all week. Like, there's 10 people. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. There's 10 people in this little tiny ass little corner of somebody's room.
Okay.
And they're all just jamming, and like everyone gets progressively more into it. The backup singer's fire. They start dancing, like low key, but like you feel it as the set progresses. It's really fucking good. A lot of reggae vibes, a lot of patois and shit coming on. It's really vibey. This is my favorite thing. I've watched it like 3 times.
Fuck. All right. Every time you've put one in here, it's always
and I've
been
never
killer.
seen or heard about. Man, the tiny desks, dude. Like, I just love the intimacy and the acoustic sort of feels. The bass player in this fucking video, dude, sitting on a high chair, or not a high chair, like just sitting on a large chair, just just chilling. Doesn't do nothing much. But the sound that's coming out and the work that he's doing is fucking just carrying the whole set. And the backup singer's on the left. I want to marry the chick on the far left. She's fucking fire.
All right.
So if anyone knows who she is,
Like,
I want to be like, here you go.
What's going on? Holla, holla.
Here you
All
go.
right. I'm excited to check that out.
But yeah, no, that was my favorite one. Like that's my my testimonial for that one.
Okay. I love it. I'm definitely going to check all of
So
these.
please
after.
watch it. And,
No, I always do.
Hopefully support what I say, man.
100%. It's only because I've been traveling. I haven't checked. This is the first time I've been traveling for ages, so I'm completely off. We haven't been able to listen to it. still now, I think most of these,
Yeah, no, Man's is a traveling
well,
man.
normally we were, and then there was a pandemic, and then we didn't, and then I need to get away because I'm gonna fucking go crazy.
Yeah.
And now we're in the middle of nowhere, and it's been great because there's no COVID cases here or hardly any as well. So it's like safer, and we're doing it smart for people. We haven't done any of this shit in Montreal, but we fucked off and went to Quebec City and then here and shit. So shouts to not getting exactly what you want when you order stuff. It's part of the deal, you know. Can't speak French well, you gotta fucking take some L's.
Fully.
So singles.
Good Frenchie.
Travis Scott, new single called The Plan, which is from the Tenet movie. Great, on brand for Travis. Very cinematic. Slapper. I like it.
Cinematic, auto-tuning.
Yep, all this shit is, you know, moody.
Bassy, 808s and heartbreaky.
Sounds like it could have been on Astroworld.
Synthy.
Yep. Yeah, great song.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, fully.
I like Travis.
I mean, so. I skimmed through it. Yeah, I learnt that Sci-Hi the Prince was writing for him, so that was kind of cool.
We talked about that last week or the week before.
Yeah, so one of those, and I was like, oh, so I kind of like got a newfound respect for it because I didn't really have or make the time for Travis Scott, and I've kind of like low key appreciating it. He doesn't, you know, Sci-Hi didn't write everything,
no,
or you know whatever, but I think it's just kind of nice.
Yep, I love it. I've been fucking with Travis Scott. As far as some of the new guys, like Travis, I definitely fuck with him more than most of the new guys. Like he's great. Another banger, Ty Dolla $ign and Nicki Minaj, a song called Expensive. Ty is always great and smooth and fire. Nicki.
This video is fun.
Oh, I gotta watch the video. I didn't check for it. I only heard the song today. It was cool.
Actually, I watched it today because Connor came by and whatever, and the homie Jin, and we watched that. Yeah, it was really good, man. It was actually a fun video. Very expensive, a lot of money going into it, but yeah, I didn't. Fully.
All right.
It was very comical. It was good. It was a good fun video to watch because like usually I don't like watching the video all the time. But this one was really, it's kind of added a fun factor to the song, made it a little more playful than if you just listened to the song by itself.
I like that. I agree. I think it's always better to watch the video if you can, and then you appreciate the song when you hear it in a slightly different way, but you're introduced to it by seeing what the artist wanted you to see, and I think that's cool. Like, it's a good way to do it. I understand why.
That's true.
It's a good conversion tool, right, for artists to have a video to make people listen to the song.
Yep. Sometimes it can be ruined.
You're right. It can be. But if you do it right, you know.
Like sometimes they can get it. They can get the visual a little askew, and it's like, like we were talking about maybe 3-4 episodes ago about how like, you know, Maybach music and Rick Ross videos of music really align, and even OVO stuff. They were talking about like everything's super slick, high end, blah blah blah.
Agreed. No, you're right. So it can go either way.
Either way,
keep it moving.
But, well
I'm also paranoid about the internet. Calvin Harris and The Weeknd did a song called Over Now. And it sounds just kind of like a Weeknd song. I thought it'd sound more like dancey or EDM-y, but it sounds like a Weeknd song.
Didn't hear this one. Oh.
I've been over The Weeknd for a long time.
The Weeknd songs usually sound like Weeknd songs because he sells, I'm pretty sure he sells a little better than Calvin Harris, even though Calvin Harris is a super fucking star.
I would say Weeknd's a god level on that, so it's a good look. It's a good look.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a good. Yeah.
It was cool. It was fine. I don't know. Weeknd doesn't do anything for me anymore. I'm not moved at all by anything he's done in a long time. So like, but I still respect he's from Toronto. So
he's had his time, made his ducats.
Yeah, man. Do your thing. Whatever makes you happy. You know, fucking if you like Weeknd, you'll like it.
Yeah, it's out here.
Jaden Smith did a new album, I guess, but he called it the Cool Tape Volume 3. I did not check for that.
Yeah, I've got to check that.
Yeah, I'm curious. Jaden can have his moment. Sometimes he's like, whoa, that's actually sick.
The last time he had that good production, he's got good, obviously got money and everything behind him. But like, exactly. There was a couple of good beats, and I just want to see where he's going with that because he's got some bars. He's got good delivery if he didn't write them. But like, I mean, I think he had some sort of hand in there. But yeah, man, fuck, I'm interested to see what he's saying.
Same. I'm definitely curious. He seems like a decent dude, so I'm curious to check for that. Giveon, the singer from Drake's.
Anything else standing out there, mate?
Hey.
Go for it.
The old internet delays. Giveon, he was on the Drake song, the Windy City one or whatever. So he did a Spotify singles EP. They did one of those things they do. where I think they make him record live ones or something. So I didn't get to check that, but I'm excited to check it because his voice is like Sampha, but a little like like a new vibe on Sampha's music. So
Nice.
I'm excited to check it. Unfortunately, I didn't, but I'm keen. The next one I didn't check. I listened to the first song, was Toni Braxton's new LP called "Spell My Name," which is a really weird fucking name for it. It had the Missy song on it, and it was like a cool track. It just didn't need a Missy rap on it, and yeah, because even Tiff, who's a huge Missy fan, was like, "Oh, so Missy's like good because her songs are fun, and like the videos are crazy, and the hooks are good, but the actual raps are not good. If you just hear her rapping on a song that's not all this other shit going on around it, like it's not great. Like she's not like, yeah, she doesn't always nail
Like
it.
out of place.
Yeah, it's like, I think if you're trying to rap on the song, like, Tony's worked with like a lot of, like the best is You're Making Me High with Foxy Brown. So like you have Foxy, and the bars that Foxy put on that track were perfect. I can't even imagine you sexing another, like all that. It's like bars, and it was like it worked well, and the vocal tones and stuff. And Mixie's vocals sounded sick, but it was just like she's used to doing funny, like little fucking ad libs and weird shit in there. It just didn't really fly with that type of song. The verse she did is perfect for like a Missy song that doesn't need anything with crazy bars and shit. So Missy stands won't agree,
I
but
dig that.
I'm curious to hear the rest of the album though. I think it's only got like 8 or 10 songs. So Toni Braxton album in 2020 over like trap beats and shit. I'm curious. Weird, but I'm curious.
Let's hear it.
Um,
Not scared of you, bro.
Russ and Kehlani did a single called "Take You Back." It was cool. Typical what you would think. Russ has been relentless lately. Like every fucking week, man, this dude is fucking dropping a single. It's
Doesn't stop, mate.
It's admirable. I like it. It was fine. Did you hear it?
I did not.
No.
I kept throwing them in. I haven't heard. The last couple. This is the bottom of the thing
All
that
right.
I can get to.
So let's. I didn't hear many of these either. I heard bits and pieces. So I'm just gonna maybe run through them real quick. Jordan Rakei or Rakei had a single called "Wind Parade," which I really want to hear. He's from Australia. I love all the shit he does. So I'm gonna check that. Public Enemy did a remix of "Fight the Power," their original single, with like all new rappers on it. I forgot who it was. It's like the "Fight the Power 2020," which
sick.
I really want to hear it actually, because I'm actually gonna look it up just quickly while we're talking, because there was a so it's Public Enemy, because the actual type of people that they had on it. Oh, you might have to, because my fucking my internet. I probably shouldn't have pushed it.
No, I got you, bro.
Yeah. It's loading. I don't want to push it.
Starts with a little kid that had the Instagram. Fuck.
Does it say what rappers are on there? Who's on the remix? Can you just look?
Yeah, so Chuck D, Flavor Flav, Nas, Black Thought, Rhapsody, Jahi, and YG.
Jesus Christ. That's pretty sick. I'm excited to hear that. Nas and Black Thought, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
that's it. That's the whole song done.
Yep, I'm gonna check for that. You said Jahi or whatever reminded me of Jaheim, and Jaheim is a Trump supporter. Do you know that? Yeah.
No fucking way, dude.
Check his Twitter. It's
why?
Cancelled. Tiff's like cancelled. It's really bad.
Dude, mad cancel. What are you talking about?
I know. Take a look.
Oh,
I didn't want to.
Fully heartbroken.
Yeah, so
that's not
check him out. If you've ever been a fan of Jaheim, go to his Twitter, and you'll be
I'll have a look.
You'll be devastated.
I'll have a look and be pissed. After I have some dinner, I'll fucking
look for when you're feeling calm and zen. That's dumb.
What a dickhead. That's super whack.
Yeah,
anyway,
super whack.
Let's have a listen to this song. Fast forward through.
Okay. While you're talking about, do we need to keep going?
Things.
Or is it the Fight the Power?
Go for it.
Is it Fight the Power?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it the old beat from like the 90s or the 80s?
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Old school. Man's doing a wop. Let's go.
All right. I'm excited to check for that one, actually.
This is dope. Break beat and shit. Yeah, that's really cool. Let's come back to that. We'll talk about that next week as well. Okay. That's super fun.
Yeah, I know. We both just had a very busy time, so unfortunately we didn't get to, but it's okay. Next week we'll be back. I'll be back in Montreal.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We got through most of it.
We got through most of it, so it's not so bad.
All good, mate.
Zip through real quick.
Mate.
Problem, Jack Harlow, and J-Rock
Get Marley.
did a single called Nothing.
Just skip.
I gotta check for that because I'm curious. Skip Marley I listened to today. Fucking great. I am so
Sick.
impressed with this fucking EP, man.
Me too.
Doesn't he sound like Damien?
He did a song with her.
Yes. The Her song, he's got Ari, he's got Rick Ross, he's got Damien. He had some other
He's
people.
fucking slaying it, bro.
He kind of sounds a mix between Steven and Damien a bit. I don't know. I'm so impressed, man. Like the music is fucking great. So if you want, like, it's kind of
he's
like
mad young.
He's
young boy.
Bob Marley's grandson. So I think Damien's his uncle.
Shit.
I don't know if he's Steven's son or Ziggy's son or one of the other one's son, but he's like, honestly, like he's got the voice, man. The talent in that bloodline is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Fantastic. If you like any sort of roots reggae mix, like new roots reggae, I love it. It's brilliant. And it's a little poppy, a little
He's a son of is it Cedella or Cadella?
Oh, Cedella. Cedella. Yeah.
Cedella Marley and David Minto and grandson of Bob Marley.
Okay, so Cedella is Bob's daughter.
He's 24.
Yes,
what a fucking legend, bro.
Yeah. Shouts to Skip Marley, man. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. The first single, when the first time I saw the video with Damian Marley, I didn't fuck with it. And he's proven me wrong every single time after that. There's not one time when I've been like, no, that's not good. Every single thing he's done, I've been like, yo, this is killer. Video, the rollout, because I know his publicist.
Sick.
Like, killer. Very impressed. Shouts to Brian for, I think he was working on a lot of this project as well. So Brian did a good job. Speaking of reggae, Protoje. His album In Search of Lost Time dropped. I'm very excited to check that. That's something I'm going to listen to tomorrow on the way down to Per Se, down the coast here. Protoje is fucking dope. I'm really excited to hear this one because he's gonna have some slappers on that one. So that's going to be another kind of like, roots reggae, maybe probably touch of dancehall and stuff in there. So I'm keen for that one.
Sick.
The Locks.
Super keen for that too.
Yeah, man. Did you check the Locks album at all?
I didn't.
Neither did I. I'm very curious. Called Living Off Experience.
Living Off Experience.
The Locks drop an album in 2020 is weird, I guess. But
it's a very weird thing.
I'm here for it, I guess. I'd like to hear what the fuck. It's got that bout shit, the one we talked about last week with DMX. There were some cool features and stuff. I'm curious to see which direction they've kind of gone. If it just sounds like it's from 2000 or 1998 or something, like what's the vibe they're gonna do? I don't know. I'm curious. Almost done, actually. I had Jazmine again. Sia did a single called Riding on My Bike, which is a ridiculous name. But Sia from Adelaide in Australia.
That's all I do, fam.
That's all you do. So maybe it's oh my God, it's your new anthem, bro.
Man's been riding on my bike.
Is this your anthem?
It might be. I need to hear it. If it feels like a warm, sunny day, I might listen to it while I'm riding on the trail.
Wow,
it might be sweet.
Wow. Meta. I like it.
Wow. All right. Zen.
Oh.
Lil Wayne. Oh, yeah,
yes,
Lil Wayne's on.
Theo said Locks album had some joints. Finally,
Weezy
something I've heard. Yes, sorry, Thriz. There hasn't been a lot of real hip hop released recently.
Hip hop.
What'd you just say? Lil Wayne. Yes, No Ceilings mixtape. They finally put that on DSP, so that was cool. It's the same one from back in the day. So, we love Wayne here. We fucks with Wayne. Always a classic. This next song I did not listen to, but I wish I did. Cordae and Roddy Rich did a single called Gifted. I think they did a video too, so I'm going to check for that because I really fuck with Cordae, and Roddy Rich has got some melodies, so I'm here for it.
True.
Did you hear that?
I'm going. 1 sec.
Okay.
I am.
Whilst you're listening to that, and you can tell me what you think. Bandcamp on Friday this week, September 4th, they are waiving their fees. So if you are looking to buy music from any independent musician, go and do it on Friday. Bandcamp don't take their fee, which is like 30%, 28% or some shit like that. So all money goes into the pocket of the musician, which is very, very cool. Highly recommend you cop that. Theo just said Buckwild dropped a production album. If you want rap, Saigon dropped a comeback EP. Thriz,
oh, did he now? Jeez.
Thriz, where do you find your new hip hop, like your new, bars hip hop? Like even say for me, I got a real hip hop EP coming soon. Where do people find this stuff? Because if it doesn't get fed to me in my Spotify algorithm, or if I don't see people talking about it on Twitter, I kind of won't hear about it.
Man's I miss us.
Yeah, I was thinking about the other day. We were talking about where do people discover new boom bap hip hop, for example, or something? Because I feel like all the other stuff, the R&B shit, people are on Twitter talking about it's around. I feel like it's around, but I feel like it's a much smaller group of people talking about the real hip hop shit. So it's like it doesn't come in my world as much as I'd like it to. So,
Word.
What did you think of the Cordae song?
Yeah, the fucking, it's cool, man. Like it's about the struggle and the grind and the rise up. It's pretty cool, man.
Right.
I like it. They're both just young, focused mans, and I like where they're going. So like, I fuck with both of them because I didn't realize how young Roddy Rich was.
Yeah, he's super young.
Yeah, I've seen a few interviews with Cordae. He's like, he's got his head on his fucking shoulders. He's pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah, I really like Cordae, man.
Fuck with them both.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. I give that one a thumbs up.
Would you say an enthusiastic thumbs up?
I give him fucking 2 thumbs up. Yeah, no, it was really good.
It was good? Okay, I'm very excited for it. Thriz says he discovers his hip-hop via hip-hop chat groups and Instagram. Interesting. Okay, so it means you're following the right people. It means I need to be deeper into it. Okay. So, look, in the interest, I mean, everything is pretty good with the internet right now, but just to be safe, I feel like we're probably done close to an hour. We're nearly done 40 minutes, and I think we had 20 minutes or so before it cut out the first time.
Stacked.
So we got a solid hour in, actually. It's not too bad. So we're gonna let everybody get the fuck
not bad at all, mate.
to bed or whatever they have to do. But so this was a good one. Great battle. Once again, shout outs to the Verzuz team for the Brandy Monica thing. It was fantastic. Really enjoyed it for the culture, like you said. It was just a great moment. I think it made people appreciate some new shit, and I hope both those ladies get the leverage that they deserve off this, and that they catapult to actually do the tour together. They were talking about touring together. I hope their streaming numbers go the fuck up. I hope people buy their merch. I hope people put money in their pockets for, they pay their dues. These women have been around for nearly 30 years. Since they were children in the game, they've both had their dramas.
Yeah.
But they're here. They're together. As weird as it was, as awkward as it was still a beautiful thing to watch. I'm grateful for that we get to see these people that we grew up watching, bro. Like, Brandy's album, the single, like some of the first shit we got back in the day means a lot to us.
Yep.
Both of those ladies. So for you and I specifically, it was
beautiful shit.
Yeah, man. And to see everybody just like celebrating it for something that you and I always felt like it was just us into it. It was just like, yeah, man. Like this whole,
we're all big softies, mate.
Yeah, we all just.
There's a bunch of big softies just like us.
Yeah, everyone loves that fire, So we'll be. Oh, and also yes, once again, R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman, man. Crazy shit. So shouts to his family and all these people and that once more time. But shit is pretty real out there. Where can everybody find you online? You fuck.
On the interwebs at Notion Baby on Instagram, Twitter, and the old Facebook at Illnote Studios on Instagram and Facebook, and illnotestudios.com, mate. Where can everyone find you there, CPZ?
Beautiful. You can get me at CEEFOR on Instagram and Twitter, and you can get me at CEETMF on Facebook and CTMF.com. You can check out The Movement Fam at The Movement Fam, literally everywhere except here on YouTube, which is just Movement Fam. Please subscribe and hit the thumbs up on this video if you fucked with this episode. If you enjoyed the podcast, check out the episodes on, like I said earlier, fucking everywhere you get your podcasts. Really, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts is called, fucking Google Podcasts, goddamn Spotify. Review, rate, subscribe, all that bullshit. We are back typically
fucking everywhere, mate.
Everywhere. We're typically back every Monday at 8 p.m. This week was an exception. Next Monday, that's Eastern Daylight Time, I guess. So we'll be back next Monday. We made it work through internet problems, through technical shit, but we out here. Doesn't matter where we are. Doesn't matter how tired we are. We do this. We do's this, fam.
Out here.
We hustling. Good night.
This.
Good chat, my G. Thank you. Shouts again, Brasserie Generale on the beer. I didn't really say it. These double IPA. These guys are fire.
Mm-hmm.
Quebec City has some fucking amazing beers. If you're ever in the region, that's about it. I ain't got anything else to say. We fuck with y'all, and we'll see you.
That's it, mate. Thanks for joining us. Love y'all. See you next week.
Be safe. Be good to each other. Wear a mask. Stay safe. Stay home. If you do travel, wash your hands. Black Lives Matter every fucking day. Let's go. Yeah.
Fucking boom.
Hey. Peace, Drizzle.
Catch you out.